So I'm kind of getting some Usher Raymond feeling vibes on this video, like confessions kind of thing. I feel like it's time for me to really be honest about a lot of the stuff that I've been going through over the past 6 months to 2 years. So if you're really interested in what it is that I've been going through and why I'm rebranding and why I've been hiding, then make sure you watch this video.
One more year on the blog of them. Then I go live to see Babbzy broke again. She get the wings them, so she not stuck again. But the bad mind out of luck. But she has some hard work you put in. And them a block the door, never want you put a foot in. But what fi bip, happy bip. No man can't try to take what happy weekend. So big up, big up, and all who not forget big up, chuck off. Babbzy, we talk that big and serious and a smiley face. No laugh, watch that then. How long we are?
I know a lot of you have not seen me do a video blog in a very long time, and at the end of 2017 I was doing videos but sporadically, so I figured that it's time for me to come and talk about everything that I've been going through, because I tend to keep a lot of things private and I don't talk about everything that's going on, so sometimes people can't connect the dots. So this is going to be a very boring video for those of you who don't know me. You might have no clue what I'm talking about, so if you're looking for entertainment or something to laugh at, maybe this is not the video for you to watch. But then again, you'll probably still watch it and complain at the end that it's boring because some of you just have no direction in life. And yeah, we understand that. But because of all these changes and everything that's going on, make sure you are following me on all my social media outlets so you can keep abreast of what's happening. My name on Instagram is strictly Babbzy. My name on Snapchat, all these outlets that I've been hardly using, is strictly Babbzy, except for Facebook. My name there is Babbzy at large. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Here's my rants and my reviews channel, so you'll be getting me every time I have to do a rant and stuff. But let me explain the rebranding so that you will know what kind of rant I will be doing going forward. So I'm Babbzy. You know, I am deemed the West Indian Governor, the Caribbean Cultural Ambassador, among other things. But I have been very unhappy for the last 2 years with blogging, and especially over the last 6-7 months, it's hit rock bottom where I actually hate being a blogger and I hate what I do. So if you've been following me on Facebook, you've been seeing that I've been making these kinds of comments. A lot of people have been asking me what's happening. A lot of people are like, don't say nothing and give people the power. So I've been in this very fucked up place for the last couple of months because it's just like I'm going through whatever it is I'm going through, and it's like I can't talk about it, I can't express it. Nobody understands what's happening. So I've been just dealing with it internally, and now I just feel like because I'm at the end of it, it's time for me to really explain what's going on. So for those of you who don't know my back history, I am a mistake blogger. I've been blogging for 8 years. I'm 38. So I started blogging after I finished university, after I have established a career. I am a senior business analyst in IT for like one of the top insurance companies in Canada. And basically I love what I do for my 9 to 5, but I was getting concerned about, you know, being at a desk for the rest of my life. I did a video one day as a dare joke kind of a thing, and that's what basically led us to where we are right now. I never had intentions of being a blogger because when I started blogging, I didn't even know what blogging was. I never heard of it. I just knew that I did a video, people laughed and liked it, and then all of a sudden I was being thrown to do videos every single week, which I absolutely loved. I love the fact that what I was doing was helping so much people. A lot of Bajans from all over the world started to reach out to me, from in Sweden, from in Korea. Basically like, yo, this is the only humor, news, anything I have coming from a Bajan person, and I really appreciate and love you. Now, most of my videos in the beginning, I have comic relief. I don't consider myself a comedian because like Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle and these kind of people in my mind are comedians. I'm a person that can make you laugh, and I'm pretty funny, but I'm not gonna stand up somewhere and tell jokes for an entire night. That's not what I do. So in the beginning, with my videos being funny, I used to insert an element of realness and real life into these videos, and people just used to love them. But if you know anything about me and you know how I grew up, whatever, I'm one of these weird type of people. I play 14 instruments. I started playing the piano when I was 3. I'm kind of like, you know, got hundreds in high school in every class. as chilled. Like, I was always one of these people that anything I ever put my mind to, I was able to do, and I was able to be successful at it. So along with blogging, I felt like, yes, I'm funny, and yes, I can make people laugh, but I still wanted to be responsible with my popularity, and I wanted to educate the people and give people knowledge and motivate people and let people see that, yeah, I came from the ghetto, and yeah, I came up under these circumstances, but I made it out, and you can too, and here's how you can do it by just changing your mentality. Again, I absolutely love those kinds of videos. I got a lot of good response from these videos, and along the way I got thrown into this whole humanitarian type of role. Now again, I'm not a stranger to humanitarian type things. From a child and even as a blogger, I've had so much people reach out to me and be like, yo, you used to give me food for the one time for the day when I was a kid. You remember when we had skipping class and I had no socks, I couldn't afford them, and you took 2 pairs out of your 6-pack and gave me, like, I start hearing back things that I was doing when I was 5 and 6, and I was like, oh wow, I was really a nice kid, you know what I mean? Like, why? Yo, I was really good out here to people, So I was no stranger to that humanitarian type thing. My mother and father are humanitarian type people, and through my blogging, I even found out about my grandmother because people reached out to me to talk about how she fed them and stuff like that. So it's like, that kind of thing is just pretty much normal for how we live. So the humanitarian part of my blog was not a big deal. I had no issue with that. And anybody who knows me as well knows I'm pretty much competitive. As you know, I played state basketball, as you would call it, so I'm a very competitive person. So one of my biggest humanitarian efforts that I'm proud of to this day is when Maureen Johnson's daughter, Sharice White, was murdered in Barbados. She lives in Jamaica, and she was unable to fly her daughter's body home. People were like, Beijing should fly her home. People were like, Jamaica should fly her home. And I just did a collection, like, sporadically for this woman. I was going to Jamaica on vacation. I had no plans of doing anything like that. And there was so much odds against me to the point even Jamaicans were like, do you think you're going to go in Jamaica and find this woman? I'm like, yes, because I'm Babbzy and I'm going to find her. So I went down there, ended up finding her, gave her the money, helped her out. And like, that was so amazing to me until I came back on social media after that. And I saw people bashing me about, why would you give these people, Jamaicans don't like you, this girl's daughter was a prostitute, blah blah blah. And I was like, yo, I just helped a family. Why am I being bashed for this? I don't understand this. And pretty much since then, it's just been a downhill spiral, out of control situation that's been going on with my blog, followers, people, haters, you name it. Now I want to focus on something that a lot of people have been talking about because they don't know the full details about. Because obviously in my rebranding, I talked about rebranding last year, but I got dragged back into this world again. And I want people to understand what is going on behind the scenes with me, especially when it comes to dancehall, because this seems to be a conversation that a lot of people are having, but they don't have all the facts. So let me just give you them raw and scruffy right now. I basically grew up on dancehall. That's not a secret. Everybody knows that I live close to Nitty Gritty's cousin, and I always was involved in dancehall from a very early age, like age 8. And basically in 2013, as a vlogger, I was given a very large opportunity for a Caribbean project. I was in negotiations with these people, sponsors, a whole bunch of stuff was going on, but there was one issue with this project. These people did not want to support any of the dancehall related events that I was working on. So they did not want to support Sting, and they didn't want to support a lot of the other events that had dancehall involved, which would have been integral events to the Caribbean. And basically them and I went back and forth, and I was like, you can't basically ask for something Caribbean and then want to shut dancehall out. I'm not going for that. That's not going to happen. Basically we ended up going separate ways because I did not feel as a Caribbean blogger that I'm going to step forward and represent part of the Caribbean and drop out the other half. And I was like, yo, I'm not leaving dancehall behind. We gonna go forward as a region, and I'm gonna show you guys that dancehall is an important music, and we are gonna bring this in back later down the line, and I'm gonna prove you guys wrong. We are gonna win out here with dancehall. So like I said, I'm a competitive person, so I've been feeling pretty shitty for the last couple of months, seeing what I'm going through with this whole dancehall thing and what I've been through. So situation number one stems from a problem that happened with me because of a blog that I did about Drake, Popcorn, and Beanie Man. I feel that Drake should be allowed to do what he wants to do, and basically what happened is a lot of people in Jamaica feel that Drake is a culture vulture and he should not be allowed to do dancehall. I gave my opinions on that, which was the biggest mistake of my life when I look back. Well, one of them. There are a few that I'm going to talk about in my blogging career that are major mistakes, because what happened is I started to get death threats. Now, to be honest, and I'm just leveling with you, and I think pretty much if you follow me on Facebook, you would know this, a lot of my fans are police, they're FBI, they are RCMP, they are task force. These people are not following me so that they can arrest you. They are following me because they like me, they like what I do, and they like my content. Now, I got a lot of death threats. Some death threats stood out larger than others, and the police in Toronto contacted me about a death threat that I got on YouTube. So basically they did some research on this person. They came to find out that he had come up from Jamaica 18 months prior. He was 16, and they wanted to arrest him for threatening me online. I was like, please don't arrest this guy. He's new. He just came into Canada. He's young, and I don't want this. I don't think this is a good idea. They're like, we're going to go to the school and we're going to talk to him. I was like, okay, don't arrest him. That's all I'm asking. So they go to the school, they talk to this young man, and then this young man decides he's gonna come home and tell me, pussy hole, next time I see you, me I go shut out your blood clot brain and splat your marrow upon the wall. Boom, 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 boom. So the next day, he basically gets arrested, and he's charged with like 5 cyber crimes, you know what I mean? And basically now he has a criminal record at age 16 in Canada, where he just started his life because Popcorn got taken off controller and Beanie Man was put on it. And this was so fucking annoying to me. And I dropped dancehall at that point in time. Not because I hate Jamaicans, not because of all the rumors that people are saying, because I felt that I needed to protect these people from their self. Because I'm like, yo, I have sponsors watching me. They don't want to work with dancehall people. I'm saying, let's work with dancehall people. They're like, fuck them, they're crazy. So then now you come and threaten me over some bullshit, and they're like, see, we told you, stay the fuck away from dancehall. These people are crazy. So now my big huge deal that I now gave up is starting to look stupid that I gave this up, because I'm sitting here being threatened over my views that I think Drake should be allowed to do dancehall music. So I said, you know what? I don't want to be a repository for this type of thing, because a lot of people are looking at me and they're like, look, see how those Jamaicans are threatening Babbzy? Stay away. Go to Tropical House, go and do this. So I felt like I was caught in the middle, because I'm here trying to promote something and everybody's looking at what's happening to me and they're like, this is why we don't want to fuck with this right here. So I felt that me talking about dancehall was generating some anger in people, and it was best that I stopped talking about it so that it wouldn't look so bad. That is why I dropped dancehall off of my roster back in 2016. Not because I was afraid of being shot by nobody, not because of all the rumors that people are saying. It's because the people are acting stupid online, and I didn't want to be a repository for that. Now, the reason that I brought dancehall back on at a high level, not because I need views, because to be honest, if you go on my Facebook page, because I'm not a YouTuber, I'm a Facebooker, really and truly, if you look at my page, most of my videos that get views are not dancehall videos. I brought dancehall back because when I would go to these events, these artists would see me and they'd be like, John No Star Babbzy, please big up this song for me, push this song for me. Why you not talk about this? Why you not talk about that? And I brought dancehall back because I have a lot of friends in the dancehall industry, and they really and truly wanted me to come back. So I figured that I could reintroduce dancehall into my blogs at a high level, talk about what songs are new, what rhythms are new, and not really get into this whole back and forth about vendetta and Gaza and all this stuff, and I could avoid being in situations like this. But again, as time went on, more and more sponsors were like, we don't want no part of dancehall. We don't want to work with this. We don't want to do anything like this. And I just still stayed back, and I was like, yo, I'm not going to leave my people. I'm not going to leave this. There's no way I'm going to come and push soca and drop reggae. That's never going to happen. I'm not doing that. Up until this point right now, I have to drop dancehall. I have to drop dancehall because it's not fair for me to be sacrificing money and progression and then go on my channel and see people saying Babbzy hates Jamaicans, Babbzy bad mind dancehall, Babbzy this, Babbzy that, and I'm turning down lucrative deals to help people that are cussing me. This doesn't make sense anymore. And I've come to grips internally that I will just hold on to the history of my dancehall and be like, okay, peeny peeny pon you, when I was 8 and me and Carnell dubbed off his dad's tape in the night, don't tell him, you know what I mean? And Hold Up Fresh and all them songs are on the tape. I'm just going to hold on to the memories of dancehall and go forward because I am not a big enough voice. I am not a big enough entity to combat the anger, to combat the whatever it is that's going on. I don't relate to it, and I can't stay back anymore as a blogger to work with something that I'm being cussed about for trying to save. I have to let it go, and I'm sorry. But that's just where we've gotten now. So you're going to be happy for a lot of you who are like, stay the fuck out of dancehall, stay fuck, like, so we will drop that. And it's not going to come back this time. It is a very, very major decision that I've made. I've talked about it with everybody around me, and everybody agrees it's just time to let this go. So that I can go on and, you know, promote the things that people want to see and people support me promoting. So that is one issue that I've been struggling with for months, but I've come to grips with it, and that's where we are now. So we are moving dancehall fully off this platform. I will still big up my key people from, you know, Conscience, Octane, you know what I mean? No matter what, my key team people that I really, really link with outside, I will always still support them and promote them. But the whole, you know, Cartel has a new song and da-da-da, I'm really gonna be steering away from that kind of thing because it's just not working any longer. The next part of what I'm going to be getting rid of is the humanitarian efforts and the humanitarian aspect of what I do. Again, I have done a lot for a lot of countries. It is very hurtful when I go down to Jamaica and I go and I help a woman and I come back and I'm cussed out. I see people talking about I hate Jamaicans. You know, this summer what happened with Grenada is actually what really made me realize that this makes absolutely no sense. And I'm going to incorporate small artists, new artist development support and push. This is why I'm dropping that as well, as long as the humanitarian efforts. You know, I for the last 2 years have done a lot for Grenada. I have bent over backwards trying to help their artists, helping promoters, helping producers, helping all of these people, and for the bullshit to have gone down in the summer of 2017 and to watch not one of them step out and defend me, I'm like, why did I just invest the last 2 years in these people and they just turn around and they don't even defend me when shit pops off? Now, I'm a person, I don't really need no backative. I'm Babbzy and everybody knows that I'm out here and I can defend myself. But when the smear campaign starts to get to a certain level, like Babbzy supports child molestation and all these things, and the media people in Grenada have this intent to derail my entire blog, and not one person who knows me, who I've bent over backwards to help, who I've connected, who I've put and done things for, can even put a status on their Facebook page and be like, yo, leave Babbzy alone. That is not gonna sit well with me. You know, there was only one artist in Grenada that stood up for me. It was an artist named Bright Star, who I'm not even the closest with. Big up yourself, Bright Star, anywhere you're there. And I just said to myself, there is absolutely no way that I can spend 5 and 6 hours a night counseling these guys, motivating these guys, supporting these guys, putting these guys in contact with other producers, for when stuff pops off, they sit back and they're like, yo, they have nothing to say. You don't even link me and be like, are you okay? You don't even link me and be like, yo, I hope you get through this, hang in there. And then some of you even turn on and call my name in songs and be like, don't mix you with Babbzy. Like, okay, don't mix you with Babbzy. Cool. So here's what we're gonna do. Again, unless you're my core artist team, Peter Ram, you know, Biggie Irie, Lil Rick, Bungie Garland, Fayan, like, these are the people that I'm gonna rock with. I don't see Trinidad beating up on me, and Fayan and Denise Belfon and Bungie are laughing and sharing the stories. Like, these people would rock out for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Barbados talking about me and friggin' Lil Rick and Peter Ram are laughing. I don't see St. Vincent talking about me, you know, and Skinny Fabulous and Fireman Hooper and these guys are laughing at me and they don't step out and be like, yo, allow my friend. allow my people. Like, I don't know, I just feel ways about it. A lot of people are like, Babbzy, you can't be sensitive. I'm not sensitive. I really think that when you invest in people and you have people's back and you rock with them, that when shit pops off for you, they're supposed to do the same. If they don't, why are we together? Why are we friends? Why are we hanging out? Why am I giving you, and then when I need something, which is very rare, because real talk, I'm a motherfucker that doesn't really ask or need something, but I needed people to step out and help me when these people were saying lies about child molestation that I'm supporting, which is a lie. You know what I mean? No, nobody said nothing. So, you know what? Any artist that links me, I'm getting artists that message me every single day, that ask for help for promo, that ask for whatever. I am no longer doing artist promotion, small artist assistance, artist development. I am not doing any of that. So the humanitarian part of my blog and the artist development of my blog and dancehall have been removed off the platform altogether. You know, a lot of people don't realize I don't have trolls. I have cyber stalkers. I have people who every single day get up and go on videos and speak lies about me, negatively about me, insisting on pulling me down. And there are certain topics that draw these people in. Topics about Jamaica, topics about Grenada, topics about Montserrat seem to draw these people in all the time. Topics about dancehall seem to draw these people in all the time. And I would just like some peace in my life. I would just like to be, you know, a blogger like everybody else who just puts their content out and then the next day they put out content, and this whole going back and forth and cyber stalking and thing goes away. So for me, it's like these people have an issue with my views on dancehall. They have an issue on my views on Jamaica, on Grenada, whatever. So I'm just getting rid of all that stuff. And that's just where we're going to be right now. And honestly, I feel so relieved and I feel so light and I feel so good about this decision. And I don't want anybody to watch this video and be like, oh God, Babbzy, but da 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 da. I have done my time and I have done my part. And in history, when judgment day comes, Jaja can only look at me and be like, Jano, she held in longer than the average person would have held in. Because all I do is get cuss out. I don't care if you think I'm ugly. I don't care if you think I look like a man. I don't care if you think I'm a transgender. But when you start saying things like, I hate Jamaicans, I hate Grenadians, I this, I that, that's character assassination. And I have a problem with that. I don't appreciate that. Because I do way too much. You don't do things for people, they cuss you, and then you get up tomorrow excited to help them again. It like, there's no human being that's like that. There's none. And as much as I'm Babzimus Prime the robot, it hurts when I read these comments, because I know when I went to Jamaica, I paid for my fare to get there. I went there for a vacation for 6 days to go to dance. I missed 2 dances so that I could find Maureen Johnson from Portland and give her money because her child got murdered in Barbados. Who does that? To then turn around and have fucking cyber stalkers every single day going on people's pages. Why are you sharing Babbzy? She hates Jamaicans. Why are you sharing Babbzy? She don't like us. She trying to style us neatly. You know what? Bye. 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 I could be a blogger like a lot of these other bloggers out here. They just put out their content, they do what they want, and they're happy. I just figured that, you know, yes, I'm funny. I can come up here and talk shit every single day and make you guys laugh. But I always figured that there are people out here that may not have had a mother and father that had sense, that can direct them and guide them. Luckily, I had a dad who was a teacher. And he scored the highest score in this common entrance exam the year he took it. I had that. I didn't have money. I didn't have assets. But I had 2 parents who could at least be like, you're great, you're wonderful. Go on and do what you want to do. If I call my mom right now, she's in Vancouver by my brother. And I'm like, hey, I want to be the Prime Minister of Canada. She's going to be like, let's go, kiddo. I've never had my parents be like, I hate you. I don't know why I had you. You're the worst thing that happened to my life. They've always been praiseful towards me. And I figured that that's some of what some of you guys need. Because no, some of you guys weren't lucky enough to get a good mom or a good dad. Right? but you can still make it. It's a mental switch that people have to make, and it's so simple. And it's like, I try my best to come out here and be like, make this change. Stop thinking like this. Think that you can do this. And as I said, I don't care if you think I'm ugly and what all these things, but when you start attacking my character, when you start saying things like I support child molestation, when my platform has been here from day one to stop that. And for me, it's difficult when I'm watching these media people in Grenada come on social media and share a flagrant lie that I support child molestation. And I watch artists and people that I know, that I've helped, that I've been there for through tough times, share and like these people's statuses. I'm like, what the actual fuck am I doing? What am I doing out here? Because everybody else who's been blogging for 8 years are millionaires. And I sacrificed being a millionaire and having money to stay back and work with my people, to be kicked in the face by them. And I don't care what anybody says. People will be like, oh, Grenadians cuss Babbzy and she cry. I don't give a fuck what Grenadian people have to say about me. What hurts me is the ones that know me, the ones that know the truth, the ones that I've been there for, the ones that I've come out of pocket to help out of problems, the ones that I've done videos for, the ones that I've done business promotion for free because they had no money and they didn't know which way they were going to turn for their company. To sit there and watch these people laugh at me and talk about me and share statuses about me. That is what I'm pissed off about. I don't give a fuck what people think about me. But if I rock with you, you better fucking rock with me. And if I come out my back for you to help you, you better come the fuck out for me. And people that I've been friends with for years that are gonna go and throw me under the bus for some views on a fucking show. People that I've hooked up with time and time again, for them to sit there and derail me and laugh about it. And right now, Kevin is running for parliament in Grenada. And all that's happened for the past 48 hours is these people have come and attacked me. What do these people hate me for? If they only knew. And nobody will step out and be like, leave this girl alone. Stop fucking with Babbzy. Babbzy was our friend and Babbzy was our ally. Everybody's sitting back and laughing and it's funny. And it's not going to be funny when nobody gets your music in their hand. Because it was me who used to go in the dance and be like, yo, this is my brethren song. Play this right now. And DJs would be like, all right, Babbzy, we're going to play this shit. We're going to play it. Whether they're soca artists, dancehall artists, I go and I rally out here for my culture. A lot of things you see me engage in is my own money that I take out of my own pocket to do. A lot of these carnivals you see me go at, I counterbalance going to these carnivals because I got paid a lot of money. So when you saw me at Spice Mass, I'm coming up out of pocket because I made good money at Crop Over. And that's how I've always done it. And I'm not doing it no more. That is what I'm upset about. And that is what makes me feel like throwing in the towel and throwing in this fucking blogging thing. It's one thing to be a blogger and you put out content and people laugh at it or they hate it and they say whatever. It's another thing to be a humanitarian and have to go and help these same people who called you a transvestite, fucking this and that, and a child molester supporter the day before. This can't work and no human being on earth can tolerate living like this. My life has become a prison. My life has become, I got attacked physically by 4 people talking about I'm disrespecting their country of Grenada. And you know what people tell me? Why you ain't post this in the newspaper? Why you ain't do this? Why you ain't do that? Because I'm fucking trying to protect you dumbass people from yourselves. Because if you want the world to know that you guys hate people that are not like you and you're engaged in hate crime, we could do this. The same reason why I gotta cut dancehall, because you fucking people don't get to stop coming on social media and threatening people and disrespecting people because they're not from Jamaica. You don't get it. So I got to cut you to protect you from yourself because you don't know any better. So when you see me blank out Grenada, is because every time you guys come and cuss me, people look at you and they're like, these people are barbaric. We don't want nothing to do with them. And I'm trying to stop that image of you from being pushed. Dancehall was a music that united the people. You coming and talking about you're not Jamaican, don't this and that. You're not encouraging people to buy albums. You're not encouraging people to pay to go to shows. You're not encouraging people to push promoters to bring your artists to their nation. Why should they pay for you guys when you don't want them involved in your music and they can't review it and they can't talk about it? How do you plan to make money? But you can't get this. You guys keep shooting yourself in your own foot. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move on. I'm going to rebrand. I'm going to go and be happy with life. And you guys are going to have to figure out a lot of these things on your own now. Because I'm not going to stay back. I'm not going to sacrifice my platform. And I'm not going to sacrifice my brand for this any longer. I am so at peace with this decision. I am so happy with this decision. And I am so disappointed with how you people behave. And I can't live like this with you all no more. Dancehall vloggers, every day there's some dancehall vloggers fucking attacking each other. Why? 8 years ago when I started vlogging, here's the people who were out here. Travis, however you want to pronounce his name, DMR, CV, and Major Hype. I knew Travis and I knew CV. I used to follow their stuff. I never saw Major Hype stuff, but Major Hype even came before me. And we used to live in harmony. Me and CV are like this. Me and Rappa Krappa are like this. Me and Soulflow are good. Me and Brando are good. Why are we out here every day on a video camera talking about this man I do this and this man I say this and this man this and this man I back man? I don't even know what you guys are doing. I'm here confused, like this was not what we started this thing for. And I realize every opportunity we get, from music to art to vlogging, we shit there. So we can't eat there. Because that's just our mentality. That's just how we fucking see things. Me, it's time for me to jump ship, abandon the movement, and go forward with the things that I want to do. So on this channel, you might see me do humorous rants going forward. You might see me doing things. I anticipate to lose a lot of followers. And I understand anybody who's going to be like, Babbzy's no longer a freedom fighter. I don't want to follow her no more. And I get that. Because you might not understand what I've been through. But I know that I'm going to rebuild and I'm going to push forward. I'm not a YouTuber. I only put videos on YouTube because I have a lot of fans that don't go on Facebook and don't go on Instagram. And that's where I am right now. And I hope everybody understands what I'm going through. I hope everybody understands how I feel. I hope the next time you see somebody make comments like Babbzy hates Haitian people, and you see a fool go and do a video about that, you tell them to suck their mother. Because Babbzy was out here taking blows for all of us for years. And it's people like them that run me away from this thing. I don't want no part of this. Every day I get up, you want to know what my life is like? Let me walk you through a typical day. My mother is singing some Movado song, church hymn. They are on the gully side, if you want to know, with her Bajan accent. Good day, have a great day at work, love you, munchkin. See you soon. When I come home from work, my mom is at the door peeping out, running out to hug me when I get home every day. That's my life. I talk to Kevin, we travel, we have fun, we do our thing. Like this miserable shit, I'm done. This is no way for no happy person to live. This is no way for no progressive person to live. And I'm done. And I hope everybody understands. And this is something I've been holding in for years. I don't hate dancehall. I don't hate Jamaicans. I don't hate Grenadians. But I don't know what to do with you guys anymore because I can't stop the ignorance. So for me to get away from this ignorance, I gotta just stop talking about this stuff and move away from this stuff. That's just how we do it. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel. I love each and every single one of you. Those of you who've been messaging me, asking me if I'm having a nervous breakdown, no. I've just been trying to figure out if I'm going to throw my entire blogging platform away, which I really wanted to do, or if I'm going to find ways of salvaging it. So I'm going to salvage it. this is what I'm doing going forward, and I'm not doing the customer service role, blogger role anymore. So people who have a complaint and the customer service department is closed. So call your mother, talk to somebody around there. So, cause I'm tired of this. I'm just gonna do what I want to do going forward and just live my life and put out what I want to put out and just be happy. So there you have it. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2018. Hope you all achieve your goals, dreams, aspirations. You know what I mean? Hang on to your dreams. Don't give up. And Babbzy loves you. I'm going to talk to you guys soon. Mwah. Bye.